Speaking of golf, had a question for you about Josh Allen I wanted to get to. Because the Masters...
And it's a golf question?
It's more about pressure. Because this week has been... I've been consuming more Master stuff and more Rory stuff just to kind of get the historical context of what happened. And I was reading Kyle Porter, who writes at Normal Sport, and former CBS golf writer. And one of the things he pointed out about McIlroy, I want to make this about Allen, because there's something different about Rory's pressure versus some other pressure. And it's a small difference, but the way that he said it was kind of interesting to me, which is that there's pressure of, will you ever do a thing? And then there's pressure of, will you ever do a thing that everyone agrees you should do? Mm-hmm. There's pressure for Justin Rose to win a Masters. There's pressure over every putt. Ludwig Oberg, he's got pressure on those putts down the stretch. So does Corey Connors. If Corey Connors had a putt to win the Masters, there's a lot of pressure on him.
Right.
But I don't know that everybody on earth agrees Corey Connors should win a Masters.
No, nobody probably thinks he should.
Right.
Like,
so
has to.
Let's take this to Allen for a moment. If the Bills get to not the Bills, if the Texans get to a Super Bowl, C.J. Stroud will have pressure on him. Does the world agree that guy should win a Super Bowl? I don't think so.
No, not
Does
quite.
the world agree Josh Allen probably should? Yes.
Yes, everybody would say yes.
And Rory was talking about the pressure to do something that people tell you will. Before this tournament at Augusta, Jack Nicklaus picked him to win. All the greats are like, I think Rory's going to win it. Imagine that all the greats are just like, oh yeah, I'm picking you. No pressure. You should win this. Mm-hmm. And Allen, to me, the Bills winning the Super Bowl and the comparison to Rory finally breaking through at the Masters, like, that's not that far off. And it got me to thinking about Allen. Do we think that he feels pressure? Internal, external? Because I don't think he often looks like it. And that doesn't mean he doesn't feel it. Mm-hmm. But with McIlroy, we see him battling through it. You can watch it happen.
Yeah. And he's spoken about it too.
Yes. And that's because of a decade of missing opportunities in majors.
A decade of not winning.
Speeding away, not speaking with the media after the Open. Like, there's no doubt, like, he feels that. And with Allen, I just wonder, because I think Bills fans might start to feel like, the clock is ticking. Let's get something done here. Let's make sure we capitalize on the Josh Allen era. He's amazing. He's got to do it. And I don't mean pressure like if he doesn't, we're mad at him or we're blaming him. Just a level of everybody kind of agrees this guy should win one.
A level of pressure that it affects your actual play. How about that? Because that, to me, happened to Rory. The pressure affected his play. It affected shots. It affected putts. I mean, that happened. Allen, can you think of a time or a game where that, like, I'm not saying there aren't any, but with Rory, it felt like you got those moments a lot. At least recently, you've had them a lot. Well, actually, no, you can go all the way back. He talked about 2011, how that was another one where, like, he was feeling it. And he was younger then, but he's always kind of had that. So with Allen, like, what's that game? I have one in my head, but it's so long ago, and it's kind of before anybody would have said, oh, he's got to win. He's got to win the Super Bowl.
Houston?
He played in Houston in the playoffs in 2019. Like, he was red-faced.
He was 2011 Rory.
Yes.
I mean, really, he
100%.
was.
100%.
Look at this guy. He's amazing. He's not ready for this.
What is he doing? We're right. Rory was putting it in the water, and Allen, it was, I'm throwing laterals to Dawson Knox on the final drive over his head. So since then, it's like become clear, like, oh, this guy should win. This guy should win the Super Bowl.
Should win. We all think he should win.
Like, the only bad game I would say he's had in the playoffs is the Bengal game, and that, you could say, was as much about the whole team around him as it was him in pressure, right, and mental exhaustion from Damar Hamlin, and, like, that doesn't get attributed to, oh, he just cracked under pressure. I don't see Allen getting cracked under pressure.
No,
I don't think.
No, in fact, we all kind of think when pressure goes up, Allen gets better, but it's all, again, like, the comparisons are rough sometimes. What does Allen do? On the 18th hole, he's usually pretty good. On the 17th hole, he's usually pretty good. The mistakes in the last Chiefs game came like 10th, in the 11th, when he misses a throw to Curtis Samuel, who had a lot of room to run, or like going back to the AFC Championship game, they scored a bunch of points. He played really well. Yeah, it's funny, like whatever. I realize golf comparisons don't work. Like Rory shot 73 and won. 73 is not necessarily a good score, but it was enough.
No, he was over par for the day,
right.
wasn't he?
And Allen goes out there and shoots 5 under and loses. He has the Justin Rose rounds.
Yeah,
where
it would be more like if Rory had lost it. This is at least 13 seconds. I don't know if you would say this is last year too. That it would be like if Rory had played really well on Sunday,
and somebody shot a 62.
He shot a 67, 5 under. But Bryson shot like an all-time round, and that's why he lost.
Right, and that's not
that
choking.
Would be closer.
That's not choking. That somebody else beat you.
Right. What are the Allen choking moments?
I don't really have any.
No, it's just that Houston playoff game.
No, the only ones.
That's it.
Again, choking is tough because choking really you only get that when you're in the lead.
Yeah,
and the Bills have been trailing at the ends of these games.
No, this is right. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that way.
If you have a shot to win it at the end,
and you airmail a throw, sure.
And even like the most recent example, like there always is just kind of this out for him, and I think it's deserved. I'm not saying like that is he deserves all the blame. It's okay, that 4th down play. If I just look at the box score and don't think of the game, it's Josh Allen's got the ball with 2 minutes to go, and he's got a chance to win it in Kansas City, down 6, and there it is, 4th down, and the play fails. Just on the surface, you could say, oh, you choked there. You had a chance to win the game, and you turned it over on downs. Mm-hmm. But we watched the game, and we saw that ball got to his tight end. Mm-hmm. After the play call was like, he should have never in a million years been able to get that ball off. And he gave his guy a chance.
Still gave his guy a chance.
So even that, it's like, in that moment where this is designed for you to fail and for you to choke, he still kind of pulled it out to at least give his guy a shot. So there are not really these moments for him. So I think it's... Can I even go even further with it? Maybe I don't need to, because again, we're kind of showing that there aren't really these choking moments. Look how he deals with pressure, like in the literal sense, like a pass rush over his career.
He's never
guys in his face, guys around him, like he's calm, cool, collected. He knows where to go. He knows the awareness. He knows where guys are.
Or when he's frantic, and that's like the Rory comparison. When he's frantic, he's just going to make the best play, and that's like the 7-iron around the tree.
Yeah,
it's about the top level ability. So
it's not bad. Allen though, like I think that's the difference between him and Lamar right now. Is Lamar's got these plays that people can point to and say, "Oh, he choked."
Right, he fumbled a ball.
He choked.
He airmailed one against the Bills.
The pick 6 to Taron Johnson, if you want it. Like, oh, look at Jackson over here.
He really played.
I don't think his is to the degree that like Rory's was, but you've got these certain plays with Jackson that you don't have with Allen.
He did have Mark Andrews drop a ball.
He did, and the GM is non-committal, and Andrews coming back next year now, so that could be his. That'd be tough, man. You're like the all-time player, all-time tight end for the Ravens, and that might be your last moment with the franchise.